one duel in this one, alright? And this is against this guy right here. Alright, let's go to his profile, right? Alright. I'm gonna say it outright. I live in Ohio, here in the United States, so I cannot read kanji, so I have no idea what that actually says. But, oh well. This is the deck he's playing. Your typical branded deck, you know. Jester, Albaz, the Virtuous cards, and then Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. I've been seeing that in a few replays on YouTube. Nadir Servants, branded, package, you know, spell and traps, and of course the fusion monsters. We even got the new Albion right there. Alright. Alright, so let's get into this. The reason why I'm wanting to focus on this one particular duel is not because of the way I won or the way I lost. But we'll all see. Alright. He activates Branded Fusion, and I ash it. So, he has no call by the grab. I'm like, alright, cool. Let's see what else he does. Nothing in this turn. I'm like, oh shit, alright, cool. Let's go. So I draw Prosperity, because if he has Ash Blossom, I want him to negate this and not the Black Rowan I get from Simoon's effect, placing it on the field. So I grab Called by the Grave, because it kept going off that he had something to activate. So I'm like, alright. He knows I have Called in my hand, so he activates Ash Blossom. I'm like, alright, Called by the Grave. That was Lucky Off Prosperity. Now, I always forget that after activating Prosperity, any damage you dealt to the opponent is halved. I don't know why I always forget that, but oh well. He activates Max D, so now I'm about to give him a hell of a draw. So right now he has 2 cards in hand, right? Or I remember that. He goes from 2 to what he's going to end up with at the end of my turn. So I grab Batan Shamal. Actually, so we're going to fast forward, because honestly my turn doesn't matter. So boom, typical stuff. He activates Imperm on that. On the Boros Storm, because I was gonna make it level 1 and then tune it with Blackwing Dragon to make it level, to make the Abyss Dragon for that Omni negate. And then I was going to tune this with one of these. I was probably going to do it with this, because then I was going to get Beals, and then next turn use that to bring up full armor. But anyways, I forgot that all damage is half, so I'm thinking I got game here, because I got over 8,000 damage right now, right? Because I got 4,500 with these two, right? Boros Storm and Blackwing, and then I got 3K with these two. So that's 7,500, and then 1,600 puts it over 8,000. So I attack, realizing, oh shit, it's half damage. Okay. So I'm thinking, alright, he has 3,450 life points left. So let's go the Blackwing Assault Dragon. Boom, and then Bills right here. And then set Blackwing Twin Shadow. Now, with his draw, he has 12 cards in his hand. He went from 2 to 12 by the end of his draw phase. I'm like, okay. He's about to pop hell off, right? Hell off. So he activates Branded and High Spirits, activate Blackwing Twin Shadow, and return Boros Storm and Shuri back to the deck. To bring out Full Armor Master. And then I activate Black Feather Whirlwind's effect after he does his little searching, and activate Shamal's effect in the grave. I already had Chinook in hand, and I can only activate his effect once per turn, so I grab the Vata. So I'm just trying to get up a defensive line. Now I activate the Chinook here. I knew that out of all the cards he drew that he must have drawn Called by the Grave, but I still needed to activate it to try and stop his Albaz from taking my dragons, right? So he activates the Called by the Grave. Unlucky me, right? I mean, I gave it to him, so. And at the moment he has 8 cards in hand. Kind of hoping he'd go for Bios, but that burn damage he did not want. So that's the first 700, and I am my first counter. He activates Jester for another burn and another counter. I'm thinking, alright, if I can get up to 4 counters, I can nuke his board, and Mirror Jay's effect won't destroy these. But he then gets rid of it with his Mirror Jay's effect, and then continues with the rest of his turn. So now he's at 1350, I'm at 6300. Full Armor Caint is unaffected by card effects, and Bills cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if I take any damage from an attack involving him or card effect, he gains that. Anyways, now he then banishes those 2 dark monsters for Bull and Dragon, which has a quick effect. You can target 1 monster you control on 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. So I'm like, well, the only thing he'd be able to get rid of is Simoon with that, or the Black Feather Whirlwind, but I have no counters on my field, so it's basically just a break at this point. Now I'm thinking, oh man, he's also got Masquerade out, so it's gonna be burn damage to activate any card effects. But guess what? He spent so much time, and I won to his time. Now here's the thing. Here is the thing. His time was going down during my turn because every time I did an action that he could respond to, it gave him the choice of to respond to it, and that cuts down his 300 seconds that he would have during his turn. And I swear he spent a good minute just thinking about what to use his cards on, whether or not he wanted to use them or not during my turn. Maybe even more than a minute, if I'm being completely honest, but oh well. He spent a lot of time during my turn trying to contemplate, do I want to activate this? Do I want to activate this? Do I want to activate this? And with multiple times doing that, the time racked up, you know? So, when it comes to his turn, finally, he doesn't have that full 300 seconds. Hell, I bet he didn't even have a full 200 seconds. Maybe he did, maybe a little bit more than 200, but he did not have enough time for his turn. And he lost due to timeout, which I thought was hilarious. I'm thinking I'm going to lose this turn, but nope. Because he wanted to waste so much time during my turn, it costed him his turn. Anyways, that's it for this video. Have a good night, and see y'all later.